You out here early. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, what do you really want out of life? You know what I'm saying? What do you really want out of life? Because all possibilities is present at all times. So when you get to thinking, like, dang, why come certain things I want ain't happening for me? I gotta let you know. It's all about what you intentionalize. You feel me? What you intentionalize. And quite frankly, a lot of us ain't intentionalizing anything. So things are just happening to us by way of what other people's intention in life is. So for us, we have to say, what do I want out of life? You feel me? Ask yourself that. Think about it daily. Think about it daily. Most of all, when you taking your steps, make sure the steps that you're taking is in the direction of the said desired destination. You feel me? Said desired destination. Cause at all costs, you feel me? Stay positive at all costs. Cause quite frankly, it's gonna be hard for you to get anything done in the state of negativity. It's gonna be hard for you to think of solutions. It's gonna be hard for you to see them through. So I would encourage you to stay positive. Stay positive, family. Most of all, know that you gotta walk in it. You feel me? And by walking in it, you can't even worry about what other folk gotta think or gonna think about you once you put yourself in position. You feel me? Once you don't put yourself in position, come on now. Of course other folks gonna feel uncomfortable. But why you feeling guilty for what you earned? Why do you feel guilty for what you have earned? I know a lot of us been taught that, consideration for others is holding yourself back. But I need you to know it's just that, holding yourself back. That's it. That's all you're doing. Well, shoot, take it even further down the spectrum. You holding yourself back and in turn holding the so-called people that you thinking you helping by holding yourself back, you holding them back too. Because they need you to come forward with certain solutions. You know what I'm saying? They need you to be you and tell the truth that only you can tell. That only you can tell. But if you don't live in your truth, how you gonna tell it? If you don't live in your truth, how you gonna tell it? Most of all, I recognize that when you do start living in your truth, you'll kind of find there's so many other people out here just like you. So while you so ashamed of being you, come to find out everything around you is a reflection of you. We all going through the same things. The mind is absorbing thought. Absorbing the elements that create thought. And all of our minds the same way. You feel me? And then what we select to interpret is what we should do or what we want to do next is what make us who we are. But don't get it twisted. We all having similar thoughts. You know what I'm saying? It's only but a certain amount of human functions. You feel me? It's only but a certain amount of human functions. I only tell y'all this because at the end of the day, the most that we could do for each other is to inspire. So for me, I would like to inspire y'all to know that you can do what you want to do in life, but know what you want to do in life. For me, I'm reminded, when I was younger, I thought I wanted to be an athlete so bad. Only to realize as I began to mature and so-called come into myself and understand what I wanted out of life, I realized that I was doing these things by way of trying to still acquiesce to my parents on a certain level. So once dang, whole bird just tried to, you know what I'm talking about? Tried to smack. But I realized that I was still playing sports or doing this. Sports was another thing that I was doing, still acquiescing to what I thought those who, cared for me and, brought me into this world wanted of me, right? But once my grandmother passed away, who I really wanted to, please, which is another extension, of your parents, um, I realized, like, you know what? I don't really care too much about this no more. Because I just wanted to be on her TV. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't even that deep for me when I thought about it. I'm like, dang, I just really wanted to be on TV for her when it boiled down. And now that she was no longer around, I'm like, I'm cool on it. I'm cool on it. So for a lot of us, might need to sit down and think, make sure the things that you're doing now is your ideas too. It's your ideas. Because you might come to find out it ain't. Or you might come to find out it is. But either way, take the time to find out. You feel me? Take the time to find out. That's another part of knowing what you want to do or figuring out what you want to do. For me, I want to do the highest thing that we can do, and that's inspire you on many levels. And the easiest way I find to inspire people is to live it. Live it. I recently recognized the very things that I've been talking to y'all about. For me, it's coming full circle um, and coming into existence on a level that, you know, it's really making such a difference to where I could, clearly see like, dang, this is a level of change. Like I still remember the moment when I was like, it just felt like, you know, um, it felt like a covering coming over me, and it was like the movies, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's what the vision was for me at the time when I was having the mind change of, hey, you have arrived. You know what I'm saying? You have arrived. And by arrived, I mean like there's a certain, plateau or maybe cliff that you reach at a certain point when you hit a different gear. And for me, I was recognizing I'm hitting a different gear right now. The vibration that I'm in right now is so electrifying that I could just feel it all over me to the point it was like, man, bro, you just left. You know what I'm saying? You just left the planet, seriously. And for me, when I say leave the planet, it's going from just moving throughout life strictly, stuck in your emotions to, hey sis, how you doing, Queen? To being in the state of, a lot of people always say, facts this, facts that. But once you get to the point to where you can philosophize, you understand all the facts, and you can surmise what could be next or what would be best going forward, it's like, dang, that's a whole nother place or understanding of life, you feel me? And as much as, we always talk about love, I like to keep in mind, y'all, love is understanding. So every time you hear somebody say love, if they not showing understanding, you recognize that they using love, just say unfairly or, you know what I'm saying, in the contents that we ain't trying to deal with. But when it comes to this understanding that we must gain a life, you feel me? It would require for us to understand, yes, of course, the facts of life, but also get to a point in life to where you can philosophize or surmise, predict what's about to come next. So when it comes to what do you want to do in life, make sure you keep that in context as well. You hear me? Make sure you keep that in context as well. Because for a lot of us, we, walk through this life as though we don't understand how things work. And quite frankly, it's right in our face. It's right in our face. So it ain't like we could keep playing the game with people that are being serious about it. Like a lot of times those things you better off keeping in your head. You better off keeping in your head. As well as, again, when it comes to what you want to do in life, for a lot of us, we don't want to waste no time, right? And we want to be the best, as well as make sure that what we decide to do is, for the betterment of our time. Like, you don't want to just be doing something. Hey, Nico, how you doing? You don't want to just be doing something that don't have no benefit. You feel me? And again, when it comes to the effects that we have on each other, the highest inspiration we can the highest effect we can have on each other is inspiration. You feel me? So why not set out to be an inspiration? You feel me? Why not? Why not? Use all of your gifts and talents to be an inspiration. Make perfect sense to me. Make perfect sense to me. You want to be the best, why not use your energy where it's best served? At what? Being an inspiration. When it's the highest vibration. You feel me? You can arise to. So with that, I'm like, shoot, hey, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do with everything in me, with every moment in this life I got. I'm going to take it and use it towards being an inspiration. Nothing else. Nothing else. Anything else, I feel like, it's time wasted. It's time wasted. It's time wasted. I can't tell you what to do or how to do it. Because quite frankly, you got to utilize all of your gifts and talents to figure out what's best for you. And quite frankly, all those talents and gifts is what you should do. Collimate it into your movie. Into your movie. Your ability to pay attention to details. Your experiences in life. Like, if we really get into all these books that we hold value to, or all the information that we hold value to by way of movies or books, these is other people's experiences with life. AKA, as I would like to say, experiences with God. You feel me? When it comes to this life, we just experiencing it, y'all. Try not to be so hard on yourself to the point that you don't be open-minded enough to make these transitions in life. Like, think about this. When they would do the 42 laws, they would say this early in the morning and at nighttime to remind themselves that you're a divine being or divine energy that's animating this body. You feel me? So basically, in so many words, you are the the electrifying force that animates this body, and everything of this body is merely a precipitation of you, right? Like, damn, the hell they got going on? Roll that much to the wheels fall out. And everything, goodness gosh, everything of the body is merely a perception of you. You feel me? So when you think about that, it's like you gotta get to a point to where you not so caught up in what life is trying to show of you or tell you are, to the point you recognize, like, dang, I'm really just here having these experiences, and if I'm ever gonna be better in life, or if I'm ever gonna have more in life, then I gotta get to a point that I recognize that I'm just here having these experiences. But don't be so hard on yourself to the point that your experiences wear your patience with yourself to the point now, whenever you have ideas or what you want to do, you don't even believe yourself because of the few times that you was like, dang, that ain't the desired outcome I had. Man, come on, G. A lot of times we don't know how this stuff gonna go for us. You feel me? But again, recognize these experiences that you are collecting. You feel me? Once you put them all together in a compilation, you know what I'm saying, to create a striking force, you're gonna have something special, something real special that can nobody else brought to the table with your unique point of view. And so with that, like I always tell y'all, I love you and I thank you for being you. Can't wait to see what you do. Can't wait to see what you do. Yeah, I feel you, love. And that's the main reason, like, I ain't even see that to just now what you said. But that's one of the main reasons why, you know, I know we have these connections with each other when, you know, one of us is, you know, disseminating some information that the other one needs without us even really just talking about it, you feel me? Without us really even just talking about it. But it being right on time to the point of being like, shoot, me answering or responding to your mind. But as you see, that's another confirmation that we are all connected, as well as what connects us is the elements at play, which, you know what I'm saying, when combined, create alchemy, um, as well as when you put, I think it's like, I wonder, did they put alchemy and electricity together to create, or electric, the concept of alkaline and electric together to create alkaline? I mean, what did I say? The concept of alchemy and electricity together to create, or to surmise what alkaline is. I wonder, cause I'm pretty sure alkaline got some kind of elements in it, as well as we know it's gotta have some kind of electrical charge to it. I need to get more into my element charts again. I need to get more into my element charts. That's what I want to do coming up. Start reviewing some of the stuff that I used to study or we had to learn in school and using it in compilation for what I'm doing right now. Like right now, working on this, these birds tripping. Lucky I ain't catch y'all on camera. Y'all silly, babe. Like right now, I'm working on this documentary. It's something I got in the works. Like, man, I tell y'all like this. I ain't felt this way in a long time. I ain't been this creative um, in a long time. Since I was maybe a kid. First, you know, recollecting what anything is at that point. That's when the last time I felt like this or felt at this height of my power. And what I say is, you know, some people are gonna see some changes in my life and think that's the reason why. But I had to tell you, the reason why I'm on this level is because it's something I work towards, to where even the changes in my life is by way of my, you know what I'm saying, my doing or what I've been working towards. So I'm grateful for real. I am grateful for real. It's all good, love. I'm about to wrap it up anyway. Appreciate you coming through. I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. Kinfolk, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say what? We just broke bread right now. Peace within, peace out. Lovely day.